Genesis. And it says, let
Christ was
us,
present. Christ was
it said,
present there.
let us create man in
Let
our
us.
image. In our image. It said create
But
man.
we don't know who. But we don't know who us is.
We do know it was said. It was said the spirit, there was the spirit there was the father
Okay.
there was the word.
Okay.
The word was with God in the beginning, and the word was God. That's where Jesus was saying.
Mm.
That's what, and the spirit came after Christ left to remind us of the things of Christ. But the spirit was already there. And let me show you. I show you. I don't like to talk about it. I just show you. It's right here. I show her. But I maybe you didn't. I ain't gonna say you don't, but I'm just gonna say you probably never heard. This is what people, when they try to explain the Trinity, they don't understand this. They think you need a woman, but woman wasn't even created. In the beginning, God created
Miss Dank 504, you silly.
in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God, that's the
Mm-hmm.
Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's
Okay.
one. Moved upon the face of the
That's one.
waters. God said, it didn't say Yah, it said, and God said, let there be light. There go God the Father and the Word.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It said,
Okay.
and God said. So God said, God was there, and God said, there go
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Let there be light. And because when you go here, let's skip. We hold on. Let's skip. People go get this when I say this. The same way that Genesis start, it says in the beginning, God created. Okay. When you go to John, it says, when you go all the way to John, it says, watch this. This is the us. Let me go to John. It says John 1 and 1. It says, there you go. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. That's Jesus with God in totality. And the word was God, letting you know that Jesus is God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man, we go skip all the way down. There was a
Okay.
The same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not the light, but was sent to bear witness of the light. This talking about John. That was the true light, which lighteth
Mm-hmm.
every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. The world was made by him. He was in the world, and the world knew him not. And he came to his own. Who did Jesus come to? He didn't come to the Moors. He came to the lost sheep of Israel. He came to Israel.
Okay.
That because he was espoused to Israel. That's who he was coming to. And his own received him not. There you go. That's all three of them right there.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
us.
So so and I'm just gonna play, I love to use the word devil's advocate. Can we play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
So Jesus is not, or Yahshua is not named there. That's an assumption. He's not named there.
No, he not.
Would you agree with that? Okay.
He's not named, but this is who he is. This describes what he did.
No, no, no. I'm not
This
taking away from it. I just want to see would you agree with that, because I know that to be true, but I wanted to see would you agree with it, just so we can continue to have dialogue.
no, I it doesn't say his
Just to see.
name, but the things that it's saying insinuates that this is him, because it says he came, he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. So if you said it's the Father, when was the Father here in the world, and the world knew him not, and he came to his own, and they received him not? Either way you go, you
Mm-hmm.
tied up. Either way you go, you tied up. It don't matter. I'm talking about high frequency thinking here. High frequency thinking, you
I
can't
need
get away from this. Who can you say this was?
so I so do you know about the seven sages?
Of what?
No,
The
no, no.
seven.
It's a basically yes, yeah. So I'm gonna send you something because we already follow each other. This is where Yeshua addressed the seven sages. So the seven sages. So
Oh,
a lot
in
of what y'all
Revelations.
call no. Well actually it might be, but a lot of people call them the Pharisees. You know what I'm saying? They'll call them the Pharisees
Yeah,
or
the
the
Sadducees and
nobles at that
Pharisees.
time.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Sanhedrin.
yes, 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 yes. I want right. I want to send you some stuff because I've got some stuff I know you don't have. I'm not. I know. I very seriously doubt you have it because. So I have a lot of friends outside of the country that help me with a lot of stuff. It's I've had access over the years to have different what's the word I'm looking for? Different text from in different areas. So you see where a lot of the stuff that they say here is like so off the wall, it's crazy. But I want to send you this. It's the opening address of Yeshua with the seven sages, 7 days of silence. And it's you won't find this in any of the Bibles and stuff. You definitely won't. But I can give you the reference on where you can find
Thank you,
it.
boss lady.
But there's a lot of stuff, bro, that's just left out. I'm not going to disagree with anything you said because that's the way that it is common knowledge today.
Yeah.
But there's
Well,
a
this
lot
is
of things
biblical. I
that
think that's supreme. I think when we start getting above what is written, that's when we go wrong. I think we should go and search. We have so many scientists. You talk about scientists, we have so many scholars that cannot disprove anything that's in this Bible. All the way from the Pharaoh,
oh
all the way
understood.
to there's a lot of things nobody they ended up most of the scientists ended up becoming very religious after and serving the Lord after they
After stu-
could not find any evidence to preclude that the things that said in the Bible is not true. We have scholars that went over there,
that I know is true
archaeologists.
too.
It's a book called Signature of God. Go get that book. If you a person like you are, go get that book, Signature of God.
Mm,
I got that book.
it's called
It
Signature of
leaves no
God.
question. It leaves no question. Like I'm like
Do you know
you.
who it?
Like
Do you know
I
who it's
want to
by?
disprove that God exists, and I couldn't. I
Right.
couldn't.
Oh
I
no, no,
promise
no.
you
I
I
don't think
couldn't.
anybody can. I
No.
don't think anybody can. My thing is I just think that the Bible itself is incomplete. I don't think I don't think standing alone by itself it doesn't tell the complete story is my standing. It's not that it's inaccurate, you know what I'm saying? I just think that there was more. There's a lot more just
It
besides
is.
that. And I don't think one should limit itself one I don't think one should limit him or herself to just that book because there's so much more that if you had that book and everything else to go along with it, it would give you so much more of a spiritual foundation and
No,
base to be able to
no,
stand upon.
no, no. That's not true. People say that, but it's just not true because this Bible is meant to lead you towards faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. So everybody want the evidence of everything, but that's not how God works. He said, "The just man shall live by faith." Faith alone. This book right here in its construct, the way that it is right now, can lead you to being faithful if you just believe it and walk in it. It's impossible to please God with faith. If you had all the evidence that you needed, you wouldn't need God to a certain extent. So you need
Ja-
God in a sense
James
because
said,
faith is what helps us to bridge the gap between God and man. You need faith because God is a
Ja-
spirit and
James
you have
said,
to worship him in spirit.
James said,
If you want
true, but
physical,
true, but faith without works is dead. So you still have to put the work in. You have
yeah,
to have more than just faith.